Oh man, it's late, y'all. It's like 10 p.m. This is my latest live stream yet. So cheers to all of y'all being here and hanging out and I don't know, just talking about guns and shit. So all right, man, let's get into it, right? So first of all, weird things happening all over the internet right now. More gun tuber, gunstagram drama, cyber trucks exploding in Las Vegas and just all sorts of increased terror threat, which we kind of knew about if you've been watching the Sean Ryan show. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things happening out there. So, stay strapped, keep your head on a swivel. No matter what, shit's weird. So, keep that thing on you. You know what I'm saying? So, cheers to that. Cheers to all of you guys here tonight. Appreciate y'all. First and foremost, thank you, Jason, for becoming a YouTube monthly member. Greatly appreciate that. And, that obviously means a lot. That means you guys are signing up to be the first to know about, I don't know, stuff and things. You're getting pre-releases on videos. And, which, by the way, for monthly members right now, you see this sexy thing right here beside me? That is the Sig Sauer Reserve Collection P226X5 that is currently live for monthly members on YouTube. It's a pretty fun video, pretty fun video. So anyway, thanks again, all y'all being here. And the topic of tonight's discussion, before I even go there, I know last live stream I said, hey, 2 hours, nothing but, blast your blasters, bust your builds, all that type of stuff. I wasn't expecting that to be at 10 o'clock at night. All right. So hold me to it, but probably not tonight. All right. So forgive me. Okay. I'm asking for forgiveness. All right. So cheers again to all of y'all. By the way, it's Lafroig tonight, just the standard 10-year I'm a big fan of, as most of y'all know. So thank you guys for tuning in. Okay. So good. Scotland's a place I can't wait to get back to. And Ireland. Let's see here. Tanner, glad it's late. Hope to be done with work in time. Gun project. Yes, that is the topic of tonight's discussion. My next gun topic, our gun project. I have been thinking about it, and I was reviewing my ideas for content and current collection, and I feel like I have committed a sin as a Marine, as an enthusiast. I don't have a carry handle gun. I don't have an A1, A2, anything. And I was looking on Gunbroker, and I wanted to get feedback from you guys, from anybody that's had any involvement with TNTE sales, because I found something, a 12.5-inch Gordon-inspired upper receiver. It's listed for 685 beans. And, I'm just like, I really want that. I've got other things coming up that I should probably spend money on, like a wedding and all that type of stuff. My fiance's birthday is in 3 days. I got her something pretty cool. So Kelsey, if you're watching, I hid it. You're not going to be able to find it. She did get the PS5 for Christmas, and we got some cool, love sack beanbag chairs coming in, so her and I can play Tomb Raider together. But yeah, I keep going back to this upper receiver. It's a 12.5-inch Commando, and I wouldn't make it like a true Gordy build. You know what I mean? Not like a clone correct type of thing, but I'm just thinking I need a carry handle. I need the carry handle in my life. And it's where I'm leaning towards right now. And after I read the comments tonight, you guys might sway me. Okay. You might sway me. I'm also looking at M16A4 because Marine Corps, again, what I was issued when I joined in 2011, what's still in the armory today, but now we're mostly running M4s and M27s and everything else. So, whatever. But the A4 speaks to me. I love a 20-inch 5.56 gun that you can throw a bayonet on. Not on the wall right now is my Mossberg 590 A1, same thing that's also issued with a bayonet on it. It's sitting on that rack over there. So I'll put it up on display eventually. So I'm caught between a rock and a hard place here. You know what I mean? I'm also looking at a 16-inch FAL side folder. I want to make like the ultimate scar killer. You know what I mean? So there's that. There's things I'm probably going to see at SHOT Show that I'm just going to really want to get my hands on. Which, by the way, if you're going to be at SHOT Show, that is it's like a week and a half away, and I still have a lot of work to do leading up to that. So that's exciting and overwhelming. So yeah, I want to hear from you guys. And depending on how the super chats go tonight, might make my mind up. You see what I'm saying? All right. Let's get to the comments here. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate every last one of you guys. If this is your first live stream, I appreciate every last one of you guys being here. In fact, let me just go ahead and show you my name. There you go. Actually, I like that better. That's me. All right. So again, thank you guys. All right. Elite's List. I got to get your giveaway stuff out. I'm actually getting all orders from magdumpmerch.store out within today and tomorrow. Oh, not today, tomorrow and the next day. So your stuff will be going out soon too. So thanks for being here, man. So how about that new 7 backwoods? My buddy Dave, 22 Plankster, he posted something that was pretty interesting about this new 7 backwoods, talking about out of what, 70 grain projectile? Is that what he said on Instagram? Hold on, let me pull it up real quick, because I read what he said and I thought, oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. So let me pull up 22 Plankster. He said on his post, Federal Premium releases their 7mm backcountry today. They developed a casing to handle extreme pressures. It launches a 170 grain projectile at 3,000 feet per second, all doing this with a 20-inch barrel, not a 24-inch barrel like the PRC. He says he hunts 99% of the time with a suppressor, and having a shorter, lighter setup on those long hikes will be a bonus on my back and knees. More details to follow. Interesting. Too bad I'm not really that big into hunting. Not because I have anything against it. It's just I just haven't really gotten into it. I'm sure that will likely change here in the near future, especially with the direction that society is going. So, all right. I might have like a separate channel for hunting content, because I don't know how well that, if I move that direction, because I just don't know how much YouTube might like that or not. So, but yeah. So you're saying 7 backwoods, not only fast and small and still and accurate, but also has the coolest name. It does. You should, from Country Bear Assassin, you should build a 7mm precision hunting rifle. Absolutely love mine. Or a crossbow. Excalibur Assassin is an epic effing weapon. I mean, a crossbow wasn't something I had on my bingo card for 2025. Redhead Devil, good to see you. Finally able to catch one from the beginning. Appreciate that. Thanks for being a monthly member as well. We've got I Am Shield 632. Good to see you. I'd say do an ultimate PCC build or AR pistol build, partly because that's where my research is right now. So curious to see how you'd set one up, or both. Well, as far as AR pistols go, you see my Sig Rattler LT here. There's my LWR CI 300 Blackout ICA 5 right there. Not a pistol, SBR, Mark 18, also the Honey Badger SD. We've got my MP5 clone from Century Arms. Got the CZ Scorpion over here for PCCs. And that's 14.5, 14.5, 18-inch. None of those count. And I can't bring it on screen anyway, so I don't know why I'm going to look. So there's other things in the work also. I have a 12.5 sitting over there that's really interesting from Santan Tactical that I'm really excited to start shooting with. Yeah, you're going to be seeing more come from them very, very soon. All right, these guys claim to be the original ambidextrous lower receiver, which is pretty exciting. So you'll be seeing, like I said, content coming soon there. All right, but yeah, I'm still kind of like 12.5 Gordy inspired build, you know. So yeah, so if you guys have any TNT East Sales Inc., yeah, if you have any reviews, feedback, let me know what you think. All right, let's see here. Finally able to catch one from the beginning. That's right. You guys said that. JP5. We've got Midnight's Hunter. Good to see you as well. Made it. Best intro music on YouTube. You can thank my boy Lex from Three Teeth, who came up with that for me. We've got Tactical Jawa. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. I am really looking forward. So Tactical Jawa here. Sad story. I met him through Instagram. Met him in person for the first time at SHOT Show last year. He gave me this really cool knife from what was it, Zero Kinetic, and is that the right name? That's not the right name. But anyway, he gave me this really cool knife, and I was super excited to get home with it. And then I checked my luggage, and it wasn't there. I contacted TSA, and where did that get me? Absolutely nowhere. That knife, super cool fixed blade. And so I was thinking to myself, dude, I must have misplaced it. There's no way TSA stole this knife, right? Like, no way. And I don't know what to tell you. So he's sending me another one, and I'm really excited to get it in my hands and show it on the channel too, because, you know, who doesn't like blades and stuff, right? So thank you, bro. I appreciate you. You're the best, man. Keith, cheers, everyone. And Clint, late one. Indeed it is. But, you know, that's okay. Kids are asleep, hopefully. I'll keep my phone face up just in case, you know. So there we go. And from I Am Shields, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Ferret, nice background. Thanks, man. They're all airsoft. Let's see here. The best of all floors. Cheers. Cheers to you. CJ, hey, y'all. Tanner, hell yeah, man. Just missing your cigar. Yeah, actually, I left it upstairs. I got a humidor upstairs that, you know, oh, well, what are you going to do? Where's the orange juice? In the fridge. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I put a couple of clips together for the Gundies guys, because even though I didn't promote the Gundies this year, for me, for like, you know, y'all nominated me for most dapper, all right? And I'm top 5 up there with like What the Kicks, my buddy Tony from Tony 2D Wild, Tony D2 Wild, and Kaya is in that one, and British shit, I can't remember. All right, there's a few people in that category that made the top 5, and I'm in there. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. But I put a couple of clips together for them to use, and it started me off like this, pretty much, actually, almost exactly like this. I promise it's not all the same. It's a fresh t-shirt. And Kelsey, my fiance, thought it would be really funny just to take a quick little video of me with the cigar, with the orange juice, making a Sopranos reference. If you haven't seen The Sopranos, then you're probably not going to understand why I was pointing at the orange juice. Some pulp. All right, some pulp. I'll give you a list. No? Any of it ring a bell? What a great show. I actually only recently watched it for the first time this year. Blew my mind. Oh, I was going to, you know, the show's been out for a long time, but anyway. Okay. So continuing on here, Piston AR Carbine build. Piston AR Carbine build. So the LMT right here is Piston. The LWRCI is Piston. as far as ARs go, because obviously FAL is the Sig Rattler LT. So, you know, I've already got a couple of those. You know, I feel like it would be ridiculous to add another AR to the collection, but I don't have a carry handle, guys. You see where my heart's at. You see where my heart's at. All right. And Thoroughbred Armament, they make it difficult too. I keep going back and forth between this TNT cells and Thoroughbred Armament. I'm like, what do I do? I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me. Easy. Spencer, do a boombox build. Ironically enough, I have 8.6 Blackout on my ammo shelf. When I went shooting with Q and I shot the boombox the first time, I had some ammo. We just trailered it. We just threw it all in the back of my 4Runner. And when I left, I contacted Jay over there, and I was like, dude, I totally forgot I had a couple of, boxes of your 8.6. And he just said, well, that just means you got to come back. So if you guys are unfamiliar with the boombox and the 8.6 Blackout cartridge, oh my God, go watch my video with Jason on the Classic Firearms channel where we toured Q and, the guys who made the Honey Badger and all that stuff. We toured Q, had a great conversation with Kevin Brittingham all right, say what you will about Kevin on social media and everything. I saw something that was truly awesome about Kevin at Q. When we went and toured that facility, we get down on the floor. He knows the names of every person, from everybody sweeping the broom to the assemblyman to the engineers, right? He's walking up to them. He's talking about all the parts, grabbing them off the shelf, making sure he puts things back exactly where they were, because he knows that some of his team are they're very specific about how things go, right? And so he knows all their names. He's asking them, hey, do you have everything you need to do your job? Do you need any help with this, help with that, blah, blah, blah. And he always respected us as the guests, but the way he treated his employees, I just thought, wow, like that was, I admired that, and I thought that was really cool. Whole new level of respect. I already had a great respect for the guy anyway. Like I said, say what you will about him via social media and everything else. There's a reason why the guy's cocky, right? And that's all there is to it. So I thought that was really cool, just seeing that. Like I said, if I were to have an ideal boss, Kevin Brittingham would be that guy. Let's see here. Stormblade FH, good evening to you. By the way, I do see you guys on Rumble. Belsh, I see you too, a techie. Have you seen the new Seekins Precision Havoc M3 lineup? The bolt head swappability looks awesome. That's something I will have to check out. No, I have not seen that. My man, Rustic Arms. All right, so right here, the camouflage gun that's kind of halfway on screen, that's my Rustic Arms RA15 Premium, okay? A gun that looks very similar to this one right there, except it's going to be a little bit more built out than what mine is. I've kept mine pretty plain, especially for like the AR series and stuff, because I don't always want it to be like some sort of high speed whatever thing if I'm trying to relate to the common gun owner, right? That gun is pretty freaking cool. Rostic did a great job with it, and I'm really looking forward to one of you having an RA15 Premium added to your collection once I hit 100,000 subscribers. You see what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? Are you tracking? All right, cool. So 100K RA15. Could have turned that into a rap. I'm not Alex Stein, though, so I probably couldn't actually. Let's see here. Thanks for being here, bro. James is getting his first shotgun this year. That's awesome, James. What are you getting, man? If I may make a recommendation, the Beretta 1301. or the Mossberg 590A1, depending if you want pump or semi-auto. Remington makes a great shotgun as well, like the A70 and all that 870. But I've got two 870s in my collection. One is my Remington 870 Magpul that I bought years ago. I want to say it was actually the second shotgun that I bought in my life, and I still have it. My other one sold to a buddy of mine, and the other 870 I have in my collection is my dad's Remington 870 Wingmaster. That is sitting right there, and that with that M1 carbine that you see right here and this Colt 1911 are three guns I will simply never get rid of. If I have to sell everything to keep food on the table, those three items are not going anywhere. That's that. Those are the guns that mean the most to me. That's the first rifle, first pistol, and first shotgun I ever shot. And that was with my father, who's no longer with us. So it's not like I can relive that. You know what I mean? So what kind of shotgun are you getting? Curtis, good to see you. Thanks for being a monthly member as well. Hey, Clint, is there any way I could message you personally, bud, and get you advice and opinions on attachments and stock slings, etc., to put in my SIG and for Don't Tread on Me AR pistol, bud? Yeah, so I'm going to start picking up my Patreon content really, really soon, right? And we're going to have also monthly live streams there where it's going to be exclusive to like my 50 cal club and all that. So there's one option. But to be completely honest with you guys, I see all the emails that come in through magdumpmafia@gmail.com. That's, of course, where all of the builds go, right? I shouldn't call them builds, right, YouTube, because they're not built guns. These are projects, if you will. These are tactical Legos. These are all, guns that have like 29 round magazines, and they're airsoft or something. Magdumpmafia@gmail.com. Just don't expect a quick response. All right. I would say DM me on Instagram, but that's a nightmare. I'm sorry. Best thing to do is tune in on the live streams. So we can actually talk about that really quick, talking about projects and things like that. Because you're wanting to talk about, stocks, attachments, slings, all that type of fun stuff. And I can give you pretty much my favorites right off the top right now. As far as attachments go, EOTech, probably my favorite optic. Stocks, the B5 System SOP mod. Slings, the Tech 10. It's actually this sling right here. It's the Tech 10 2-point. That is awesome. TECH number 10. Awesome. I also am a huge fan of Blue Force gear. If you're looking for more of the single point setup for depending on the type of project you're working on, McLean Core, excellent. Those are like my three favorite slings. If I'm going to choose slings, those are them. With that, light, again, depends on the project. If you're going for something a little bit more close quarters, then the regular Surefire M600 Scout or M640 is a great option. But if you want to go for something a little bit more higher candela that really focuses that bright beam of light downrange, then something like the Surefire Turbo would be good. I like Surefire a lot. Cloud Defensive also makes great products. The problems I've had with Cloud were their mounting setups, but I guess if you do it right, then it's not that big of a deal. But the Surefire ones are super easy. Other Streamlight makes a decent light too for a little bit more of an affordable price, but I've had issues with like their pressure pads and stuff like that. But with that being said, I've got a TLR1 on my other Colt 1911 that you see right here. That's a TLR1 HL, which is like the 500 lumen light, I think. And Surefire Mini, Surefire, that's the Vampire there. So it's got the IR and white light. Surefire Mini, Surefire X300, Surefire X300 with the DG switch, which is really cool. Obviously, I'm a fan of Surefire. Okay, so there you go. But yeah, as far as basic overview, light, optic, sling, stock, talked about, Tango down, vertical grips are awesome. I love the stubbies. They work great. If you're going for more of a pistol-esque, I do like the Driven Arms Co. Hand stops. Those are really nice. Driven Arms Co. just makes great pistol grips as it is. So, bam, there you go. Quick rundown. Gotcha, fam. By the way, I didn't forget you guys. Just taking my time getting there, all right? So, Super Chats, Mike Yu, thank you guys. Appreciate you all for being here. And thank you, Mike, for being a monthly member, man. Clint, keep up the great work on your channel. Thank you so much. Curtis, appreciate that as well. Hey, Clint, is there some way I can message you personally there? It's the, got it. So there you have it. Again, magdumpmafia@gmail.com. That is email that goes straight to me. I'll do a little bit better job at checking that. Mike, you first donation of the year, Clint's Nods Fund. Appreciate that. Thank you. Rostick, again, let's Clint to 100K. You know why. Also excited to see everybody at SHOT Show. But yeah, get Clint to 100K. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Banshee Rider 556. Happy New Year, bud. Happy New Year to you as well. And Tristan Allen, speaking of Surefire, what do I think about the RC3? Swing and a miss. So here's what I think about the Surefire RC3. When I got to run that silencer on 11.5-inch BCM guns over at Ridgeline Defense here in northern New Hampshire. I got to be a part of the release of the Surefire RC3, and I will tell you, we got to shoot complete darkness with the turbo lights out to 200 yards, utilizing aim points, 11.5-inch BCM uppers with the RC3, and it did fantastic. It was so cool. But all of those uppers and everything were provided to us. The thing to keep in mind with the RC3 is where it has issues is with war comps. So these are the compensators that are not just the SOCOM QD attachment muzzle devices. So like what you see. All right, so here's a Surefire RC2 on my LMT, right? When I take this off, just do this really quick. Okay. What I have right here is a 3-prong war comp. So it's not just the 3-prong muzzle device, but it also has compensated ports on the top of the compensator to compensate for muzzle rise, recoil, whatever, right? The issue that we were seeing is after the RC3 made it to the public is that it pretty much had a really bad fireball effect. The flash signature was not mitigated. Where we were shooting and what we were shooting on were with basic SOCOM muzzle devices, not the war comps. So they were not ported, and they did phenomenally well. Those were the 3-prong and the 4-prongs that we were using. And that's what the RC3 is ideally set up for. But for the price point and for its performance, a lot of people have really kind of poo-pooed on the RC3. So that's that. However, that being said, the RC2, heavy, it's a tank. It's not the quietest thing in the world, but oh my God, it is a battle-proven silencer that has very minimal flash signature, and it's still quiet enough, even with my 10.3, to shoot without ear pro, as I often did before I went with the Huxworks. And the only reason I did that is because flow through on a 10.3, it's nicer not to be eating that gas. All right, there you go. So that's my take on the RC3. James, Happy New Year as well. My additional to start out 2025 Nod Fund. Cheers, guys. I know I'm talking about like my next gun project and all that type of stuff, you know, like this, that, and the other. Like I'm, you know, leaning towards that carry handle gang. 2025 will be the year of night vision. I am going to acquire some night vision one way or the other, even if it's off of wish.com. All right. It's happening. That's all there is to it. All right. So Mike Hughes is asking a pretty good question as well. Clint, do you think they'll ever pass the reciprocity bill? So there are things at work right now as we are speaking with the incoming administration, who, by the way, Trump said himself that national concealed carry reciprocity should be a thing. His words were somewhere along the line of, just because you cross state lines doesn't mean you lose your right to self-defense. And I absolutely agree. It's a step in the right direction. Concealed carry reciprocity is not the same as national constitutional carry. Okay, so hear me out when I say this. in my mind, every time I've said that on video, I live in a constitutional carry state. What does that mean? That means I can tuck a gun in my pants and pull my shirt over it without a permit, and I can walk around anywhere, right? Anywhere, asterisk. Okay. There's still federal laws, post office, things like that. Can't, not supposed to, at least. So there's that. National concealed carry reciprocity would mean if I got a New Hampshire state concealed carry license, that means I should be able to take that concealed carry firearm. There's also another asterisk here, to the state of Massachusetts and be covered, which is great. However, the state of Massachusetts can still determine whether or not what I am physically carrying on my person is legal in that state. So, if I wanted to go to California and we had national concealed carry reciprocity, that means the license would be observed by the state of California, have to be, but the firearm technically does not have to be. All right. So not only are we taking one step in the right direction by getting national concealed carry reciprocity, we also need to take a step further than that with national constitutional carry. And then a further step beyond that is no prohibition, no regulation on the firearm I'm choosing to conceal carry state by state. In other words, get rid of all damn gun laws. We got a long ways to go, but it's at least a step in the right direction. It's a lot, guys. And now working at Gun Owners of America, I'm seeing how much of a pain in the ass this is to do. And then working with these things called politicians, it's frustrating to say the least. All right. Okay. All right. Now let me scroll back up here. Where even was I? I don't even know because we went all over the place. Solo Gordo, a Gordy build would be good for passive aiming for night visions. I said night visions. You are absolutely right about that. God dang it. So many cool things, so little money. JC, we're good to see you again. Welcome to the golden era. God bless America, man. We can hope. Midnight's Hunter, thank you. Appreciate the super chat and for you being a monthly member, my man. Clint, your thoughts on TriggerTech AR-15 duty trigger, 3.5 pound pull, single stage. Keep up the contagious positive attitude. Appreciate that. Thank you. So TriggerTech makes some pretty awesome stuff. TriggerTech. Oh, one of these damn guns has a TriggerTech in it. Or I'm confusing it with something else. Okay, so having experience with TriggerTech, they make a great trigger. 3.5 pounds, single stage, I really, really like. I have the Geisley Super Semi-Auto, which I think is a similar comparison to the TriggerTech that you're talking about in my Mark 18 here, and I absolutely love that trigger. So, yes, I would say it's pretty freaking awesome, and I think you're headed in the right direction there. Thank you. And thank you, Stormblade, also for the super chat here. You have a 50 Beowulf build at all? No, I do not. That would be cool to see. I also would like to know if you have any insight on a 300 Blackout AR I'm building. I'm going to be short barrel and suppressed, might SBR it. Okay. So I said not too long ago, ironically, that I would never own a 16-inch 300 Blackout because I love the performance of the 300 Blackout cartridge out of short barrels suppressed. And then Henry dropped the Supreme, which, by the way, is like one of my best performing videos so far. So thank you all for watching that, liking that, commenting, whatever you want to comment and all that type of stuff. I think the real star of the show is that 1947 Jeep Willys, though. That actually belongs to Rob at Monadnock Firearms. The 1919 on it does work. It is operational. It is semi-auto. I know. It's still really cool, though. It's still a lot of fun. And it actually runs really well, which blew my mind. Anyway, so short-barreled, 300 Blackout. Awesome. SBRing it, a lot of, I have thoughts on SBRs, right? Because we already pay too many taxes. And then at the end of the day, paying an additional $200 tax just to throw a vertical grip and a stock on something that shouldn't be a tax, shouldn't be regulated anyway, just is that little bit of extra salt on the already still festering wound. You know what I'm saying? And every time, look at all the silencers. All right. Every time that tax stamp comes to play, it hurts. And then, of course, there's a lot of those that would like to just lick the boot and shit talk those of us that, well, you just can't afford $200. It's not that. And then sometimes it's not that I can't afford the $200 tax stamp. I don't want to pay it. I don't want to pay to exercise a right. That's not a right. If you have to pay to play in this case, it's a privilege, right? That's not how this works. So tax stamps are dumb. Government's dumb. Taxes in general are stupid. Taxation is absolutely theft because at the end of the day, if you don't pay your taxes, what happens? Dudes with guns ultimately show up, right? Or you get harassed by a large government entity that pretty much fines you to pay more money. Guys, don't get me started. All right. Oh, man. Arlania and Nate Begay. Good to see you guys. I'm doing well. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Mason recently got a battle belt and soon I'm getting a plate carrier. I have a storage question though. How did you build your old wooden cross that your plate carrier and helmet were on? It's sitting right over there. That's where I've got my issued gear on right now. There's actually, I just Googled storage rack, body armor, storage rack, body armor cross. I actually can't remember. It's one 4x4 post, 2x4. What is that? Maybe about 2.5 feet. 2x4 on the front of the post, 2x4 on the back of the post, and then 2x4 on each side of the 4x4 to give it the stand. Right. It's super easy to build, and that's totally a perfect way to go. Obviously, this type of setup from hold up displays is really cool. There's a couple other different racks out there that are really neat to put up your gear and stuff. But I really like the wooden display because it's simple, it's cheap, it's effective, and it looks kind of cool. You can paint it too, whatever. So that's how I did it. I just legitimately Google it. You'll be good. Alec, classic Massachusetts. Bunch of people who know nothing about firearms making foolish firearm laws. Classic government, you mean? Yes. Let's see here. I'm fortunate to live in a legal concealed carry state. That's great. Many people, unfortunately, are not. Pendragoon, the term illegal weapon does not exist. It's not even American English phonetics. Illegal weapon. Yeah, there's... Smitty Lee, what's your next project? All right, so... what is the next project going to be? Have you guys, like the eye twitch? I'll have to think about it. I'm still thinking about it here because I'm still really leaning towards a shorty Gordy. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that that was weird. Why does that happen? Yeah, we're still here. We're still good. Audio good. Make sure my audio's still up. Yeah, we're good. That was weird, huh? Shorty Gordy. All right, we're good. I ghosted you. That's funny. No, I didn't ghost you guys. I don't know. I think I just need to stop streaming in 4K because I think it just whatever. That was the text, man. Yeah, who knows? But here we are. We're back. All right. All right. Continuing on over here. Dude from Security TV, thanks for the super chat. Build the Beverly Hills cop gun with the microwave. I'll have to check that out. Sully, thank you. Appreciate it. 13.9 pin 300 blackout defense coming next week after 8 months. Is dead air the best only chemo option to suppress? I've heard a lot of good things about dead air. If Rob was in the chat, that's like his favorite go-to, and he does a lot of suppressed shooting, thermal, and all that type of stuff. And he's got a lot of proof to show that that works really, really well. And so, you know, I think so, but that's just because I don't have much more experience with anything else in the chemo world, you know? So I don't know. You guys help Sully out here. All right. And thank you, Sully, for the gracious, the generous super chat. I greatly appreciate that. You guys help Sully out, right? Is dead air the only way? Solo Gordo, my goal this year is to spend more money and time on training versus buying new guns. Though fun, becoming harder to kill is my goal. Good. There's different ways to go about that. One is cardio. They can't kill you if they can't catch you, right? And then insert drone. So with that, you guys will find out really quick. You know, taking all the classes and all that stuff is great. It's fun. But nutrition, hydration, and exercise are things that are often slept on because that's not, you know, the sexy part of firearm ownership. But at the end of the day, owning a gun just isn't enough. It's a lifestyle. It's a mindset, right? Owning a firearm is ultimately taking control of your own independence and your own security and that of your loved ones. So it goes beyond just owning the gun. It's training with it. It's making sure that you live a life worth protecting, right? So keep that in mind. Don't be a douchebag. I've been a douchebag. I can completely admit that. And especially after becoming a father, I have found a whole change of, well, mentality, actually a deeper mental state for defense and independence. But yeah, so yeah, you know, it's a lot more than just owning a gun. So I'm happy that's where you're going with this. That's great. So head on out there. All right. Let's see here. Topper Harley would say cardio is definitely number one. James is saying no cardio for me. 24 years, no more running, buying a bulldozer. Well, yeah, there is that. You know, hey, what else works really well is lifting weights too. You know, something just to get that exercise up. You know. Let's see here. No, unfortunately, I don't have any experience with the 350 Legend yet. Even at all the different range days and stuff, don't think I've actually shot a 350 Legend. So there you go. Topper also says just use the rules of Zombieland and you'll probably make it out alive. You'll be okay. All right. Most wives would consider all that the sexy part. You know, I thought about that as I was saying it. I'm like, yeah, I could see that. That's why I decided to change what I was saying and say all of that I mentioned before, nutrition, exercise, all that type of fun stuff is not the sexy part of gun ownership. Might be the sexy part for your wife or significant other, but there you go. Cardio, the fast die last. Love that. So there you go. And you are active, Tom, from 93 to 97. Thanks for your service, man. Appreciate that. So cool. So I think that's kind of where I'm at, guys. I really am feeling... I didn't realize this was a PJ stream. Look, man, if it's after, you know, the kids go to bed, yeah, dad's going to be comfortable. All right. That's all there is to it. So, vanfuls, guns are expensive. Hiking is free. That's true. In most parks. Tanner, Nighthawk, Sandhawk worth 5K to 6K. You get one and I'll get one, bro. Sheesh. I have a hard time finding, like, there's so many guns that do the same thing for so much less. That being said, I'd probably fall in love with it and want one. I mean, I do have a $3,000 gun sitting on my desk right now, and it's like, yeah, there's plenty of guns that do the same thing. They just don't do it as sexy as something like that does. I get it. I get it. All right. I totally get it. So there you go. Let's see here. I was doing some cardio workouts today from MF and strained my hamstring today. So no exercising for the next couple of days. Yeah, be careful with that. Injuries suck. EDC with Eli, what is your favorite knife to carry? So the knife that I carry all the time, except in my PJs apparently, is my Columbia River knife and tool. I really am a fan of CRKT. They do great. But there are also, of course, it's an empty box. Why would I, why would I have as bullets fall to the floor? Clint, maybe you should clean your desk. Here we go. This has something in it. So definition knives. My buddy DLD After Dark sent me a couple of these to check out. And John Crump has his own knife. And these things are pretty cool, man. Super sharp. Just look at that. Look at that knife, dude. That carbon fiber-esque look. That's just an attractive little knife, and super smooth action on it. It's not, assist open or anything like that. It's just super smooth. And yeah, what can I say? Definition knives are pretty cool too. I would really like to partner with, I know YouTube recently changed their policies again. Imagine that. I hope having knives isn't a issue on live streams, because if it is, it's going to go black again. But we'll see. Anyway, I would like to actually partner with a knife company, because I've got an idea in my head for the type of knife that I like to carry. I like, serrated blades. I like a Tonto, style. Drop points are good too, but yeah, I've got ideas. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Columbia River knife and tool is always what I've carried. Since DLD After Dark sent me a couple of these, the definition knives, I've been a big fan of those as well. Lightweight, nice. They're just attractive knives. And that'll probably, be what I have on me, like at SHOT Show and stuff, especially while I'm wearing a suit or something. So there you go. Topper, Clint needs to go on the hat stream with Focus Trip. Focus Trip. I've heard the name. Is this the guy? Because right now, like I said before, there's a lot of drama on GunTube and everything else. It seems like negativity attracts, right? So there's a lot of bashing and hating on one another. But then again, holding accountable our own, I totally respect that, right? But the infighting with like-minded individuals kind of needs to stop. I can understand just bumping heads, not agreeing, not just disliking somebody, but at the end of the day, having some sort of respect, But again, whatever, people do their own. Focus Trip, I don't know if Focus Trip is the one I'm thinking about. That's just another one of these like bashing YouTube channels. Always negative type of stuff. If they are, then nah, I don't really care to go on any of that type of stuff. Or maybe I could bring a little positivity and a little joy or something, or a little 2A bourbon and scotch or something, you know what I mean? And have a good time. But I don't know, so Jeffrey is bringing up a good point. Also, I could be in my undies. I totally could be, but I'm not. There you go. Well, wait, you can't really see that one. There it is. Yeah, I am wearing those same loafers, I guess. I've never owned a pair, and for Christmas, Kels got me these cool ones. They got like little shotguns on them, you know what I'm saying? Look at those things. I'm actually probably gonna rock these at the Gundies in my tux or my suit or whatever the hell it is I'll be wearing. They're too freaking cool and they're comfortable. So there you go. Let's continue on over here. And MF is saying if you spend in 5-6K, I'm assuming going back to Tanner's comment, you're getting the MR556A4, which yeah, I totally get that. AK Ted on Rumble, good to see you again, man. Thanks for tuning in, appreciate it. And you, James, are saving up to order a Bull Armory TAC Pro. You're not going to be mad about that. That gun is the perfect balance between just being a little too expensive, but totally worth the value or the price. It's just, oh man, I love that gun. So I don't have the Pro model. I don't have the ported model of either the ultralight or the TAC. Because personally, I'm not like, if it's a competition gun, that's one thing. But if I'm using this as a defensive gun, something like that, then I probably just won't opt for the ports. It's something in my mind. This might be completely unrealistic, but in my mind, holes in the barrel. You could have more of an issue with a barrel blockage. I don't want to say complete blockage. All right. Like that sounds bad, but I'm just saying like debris getting into the barrel. At the same time, it's probably not that big of a deal. I'm probably just overthinking it, right? The part that I also, the other side of that coin is velocity, right? Gases escaping before the muzzle ultimately are going to slow down the projectile. What I mean by that is if your muzzle is here and the projectile is yet to pass the muzzle, but you're letting off gases at certain points before you get to the muzzle, those gases are going up and away and not, well, pushing that projectile out the barrel. So that's how like the MP5 SD works. Even though you're shooting supersonic ammunition through it, it makes all ammunition subsonic because there's ports all along the entire length of the barrel that are captured in that enclosed silencer, right? So it's letting off all those gases. So at the end of the day, even though you're shooting supersonic ammo, let's say 115, 15 grain, standard shit, it's going to come out at subsonic velocity because all those gases have been leaked out that are pushing that projectile out the muzzle. What is it that big of a deal on a gun that has a 4-inch barrel? Probably not. It's just something I have in my mind. All right. Science, in this case, might help. Also, for extremely close quarters that the most likely use of these guns will be in, probably doesn't make much of a difference. Again, it's just my mind doing weird gymnastics. Okay, so spend 20 minutes talking about that just to say, don't listen to what I say. Oh, man. All right. I think it makes sense, though. Okay, so Solo Gordo, maybe do a back to the basics build, a good rifle for training drills. You mean something like, I don't know, with iron sights integrated into a carry handle that's also built into the upper receiver, like a, I don't know, 12.5-inch Gordy inspired upper receiver that I'm looking at right now? Just saying. I'm just saying. Let's see here. Normal Syntax, good to see you on Twitch again. No, I'm late. It's all right, man. It's only been an hour. You know, I'll keep going for a little bit, but there you go. Let's see here. I am Shield. Speaking of DS 1911, 2011s, any plans to check out the Alpha Fox Trot Romulus? Yes. So Alpha Fox Trot, you know, I saw some of their stuff way back and I was pretty impressed with it. Super smooth slides and all that type of stuff on some of their single stacks. They did drop their double stack. I think we had at Classic like a polymer framed Alpha Fox Trot double stack. I hope I'm remembering that right. Either way, yes, at SHOT Show, I do plan on checking it out if I have time to get by their booth. It's going to be busy, all right? Soy, I see a giveaway item. Ha! Nope, not on this desk, not right now. That's staying. These are staying. Good try, though. Match grade. I recently finished a 75 hard as it was my goal to get back to under 200 pounds. It was good talking to you at CanCon. Hopefully I'll see you at SHOT Show in Vegas. Well, it'd be awesome to see you again. Congratulations to you. Get it, you know, work on it. All right. Let's see here. Ontario Knife Company, OKC. It's right here. There it is. So this guy here, the Ontario Knife Company, this is the Marine Corps bayonet, the OKC 3S, right? This is what is standard issue to the United States Marine Corps. However, Ontario Knife Company does not exist anymore. So for all of you Marines out there, if you are still currently serving and you've been issued an OKC bayonet, just pay to keep it. You'll be better off. This one is mine personally, as far as the armory knows. No, this one is actually mine. I bought this. So this is not my issued bayonet, because that this is in much better shape. I found this one pretty much brand new, and I'm like, yeah, I'm keeping this. So Ontario Knife Company is great, but I think unfortunately they went out of business just recently, though, within the last couple of years. So like I said, if you have an actual Marine Corps with the USMC right here, and then the Eagle Globe and Anchor on the opposite side, and the handle, a little difficult to pick up, I know. Keep it, because who knows? I think they're like going, I mean, you can find them online for like $200-300 now. You might be able to find them better prices elsewhere. So, there you go, as far as Ontario Knife Company goes. All righty here. Kaiser knives are good for the price. Good, I'll have to check those out as well. Someone needs to do the Freddy Got Fingered gun tube version to see how many bouncing guns it takes to get a stream blacked out as they're passing around the screen. That would actually be kind of funny. EDC with Eli, thanks. Love your videos. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Need some advice. I'm looking to expand my gun collection a little, and I'm considering getting a SIG 320 Flux Legion. Any thoughts? Yeah. So, Flux knives. Knives are on my mind now. Having shot, the Flux system and all that, I get the appeal. But when I have a hard time justifying it. I guess maybe price at the end of the day. Like if I were to compare that to, the 300 Blackout Rattler LT, right? Both of them SIG. Okay. Obviously the Flux is a, smaller package at the end of it all, but even suppressed with the suppressor on this guy, with the stock or the brace, depending on how you have yours configured, folded, I'm still getting 300 Blackout ballistics over 9mm suppressed. And I feel like if I've got room in my bag for the Flux, I've oriented things, whatever else, I feel like I could have room in my bag for that, I don't know. I need to get more hands-on and more time with the Flux system, specifically what you're talking about, the 320 Flux Legion, because that does sound really cool. I've seen it. I haven't shot it. Yes, I have. What am I talking about? I did shoot it when I visited SIG with Alex. So yeah, it's cool. But I got, a couple dozen rounds downrange. It's not like I spent the whole day shooting it, running drills and everything else like that. The other thing is there's a learning curve. At one point, Alex was trying to drop the slide, but she dropped one of the magazines. It's like you use the same button to release this magazine, but you got to push it differently to release this magazine. And it's a little complicated. There's definitely a learning curve. And I'm sure with repetition, with practice, somebody can get very efficient with it and become very, very efficient with that entire system. But for me, it's like, under stress and everything else like that, I'd rather just go to what I know, which is more of the AR setup. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't try it. That was a very long. Well, you did ask any thoughts. Those are my thoughts. So there you go. MF, he's the guy that called out Grand Thumb. I see. Okay. So again, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all that. Shout out to Definition Knives from Tactical Turkeys. Good to see you. Appreciate it, man. Oh, hey, DLD After Dark. You rang. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. And there he is. Hey, DLD. So there you go. Taylor saying CRKT and Benchmade have been his go-to. Totally get that. Totally get that. But again, Eric is saying Definition knives are the shit. And yeah, dude, I really like mine. The other one that I have is actually upstairs right next to my, I do have a Glock 19, believe it or not. I have, and, pretty much in my kitchen, I've got like a good solid knife, which is one of my Definition knives, and just a basic, well, I can't say a basic Glock 19, but just a Glock 19. But that's, that's my kitchen EDC. My bathroom EDC, is a coach gun. Because I don't know, I'm just making shit up now. But there you go. Let's see here. Focus Trip from hosts the gun version of The View. Okay. Would be fitting to have a collab with Ontario being United States Marine Corps. Just saying. It would be, but they don't exist anymore. That's the problem. Let's see here. Tactile live stream. Watch a live stream. That's pretty good. All my knives are K-Bar and Kershaw. Very reliable blades. I totally get that. Eric is saying it's cold here in New Hampshire. It is. I don't know what the temperature is. 14 degrees. Well, good thing laid down an extra layer of insulation for the birds. They do really well in this weather, by the way. It's pretty crazy. But anyway, continue on over here. DLD is giving a shout out to Tanner. That's always cool. Love that. Jeffrey Brown, that's probably my wish list this new year, a Bull Armory pistol. I think you're going to be very happy with that. Hey, by the way, this just came to mind. If you guys haven't seen my video covering the Henry Supreme, check it out, but go check out the comment section. It's about 50-50 for against the Supreme, but I got a couple of comments that I thought were kind of funny. Maybe it'll take too long to find. People bashing the use of a silencer, like actually even going as far as like insulting. One quote was called me a girly man for using a silencer because my ears are too sensitive. Well, first of all, fuck you. I've got tinnitus. And secondly, quit being a bitch. You're trying to call me a bitch for using a silencer, but you're being a bitch by not just making it normal, not making it. These things are freaking awesome. Yes, I absolutely love being able to shoot my short-barreled 5.56 Mark 18 without hearing protection. You know what else I love? If I were ever to get into a firefight inside of my house, God, I hope not. But if, let's say, there is a breaking and entering, that's one less thing that would actually cause a whole lot of disorientation. Having suppressor on the gun. Having shot inside, indoors, close quarters, by the way, without ear pro, with silenced firearms, makes a difference. Just going to throw that out there. Granted, you do have auditory exclusion, a bunch of other things that go out the window whenever you're put in that high stress environment and you start shooting and all that type of stuff. Totally get that as well. But I like silencers. I used to like my hearing back when I had it, before I discovered silencers. So fuck you, dude. Anyway, continuing on over here. So I got another couple super chats coming in, and appreciate you guys. Flying Rich, good to see you, man. DLD, want to have your offspring. That's pretty good. He said, give away the Definition knife we will replace. I mean, that's pretty cool. But YouTube, I straight up, they've changed their policy on the next one. All right? That would be fun. Joshua, thanks for the honest opinion. Also love what you've been doing with the channel. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Sully, I second the knife giveaway. Good. Very good. What is happening on Twitch? All right, I'll just let that go. I don't know what's going on with Twitch with those very long messages, but you know, there we have it. All right, cool. Continuing on over here. Everyone here, what is happening? Eliteless, what the hell? Is this man in his PJs? Who sleeps with their watch on? Well, sometimes I forget, you know. But also, this is dad life, dude. I still have work meetings, but not gonna lie to you guys. This was pretty much how I was all day long. No shame. All right. I shot my videos I needed to shoot. Shooting another one as I go pick up something pretty cool from Magdump Firearms tomorrow, the next day. Tomorrow's kind of a busy day. So there you go, you know, but there you go. I agree with all on the Bull Tack Pro. However, it is too sexy to say no. I get it. I get it. All right. Totally get it. Palmetto makes a Car 15 clones if you want to go the cheaper route. You know, it's a thought. It's an idea. I just don't want to get bullied in mid-tier snobs, all right? Let's see here. Gordy it is then. Right. So that's pretty much where my mind keeps going. It's where my mind keeps going, you know? If anybody wants to throw your boy like a $685 super chat, I'll buy it right now. Okay. Sean, thank you. Clint, hope you had a great Christmas and New Year's. Just wanted to thank you because of your channel. I connected with Rob from Magdump Firearms. Happy to say I will be a lifelong customer. That's awesome, dude. I'm super happy to hear that. The guys over there are absolutely awesome. You're going to love it. And what I like about it is they're not a bunch of fuds, and they're not also trying to push sales. When I first walked in there, the first time I walked in there, you know, I had kids and my fiance with me. And I wasn't recognized, you know, so that was something, you know. That sounds kind of asshole-ish, I guess, but I don't mean it to be. But the second time I walked in there, I was by myself, and I may have had a CF hat on because I was still with Classic at that point in time, and you know, it was, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm coming to check out the local gun shop, you know, and it was really cool. So that was pretty fun. And they've been great to me ever since. And yeah, you're going to absolutely love it. The Magdump Shootist, the Flux definitely has its purposes. And with sufficient training probably is a very useful platform. I do still want one, but I'm more content to wait to buy after shooting it myself. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at as well. That's where I'm at. Midnight's Hunter shot a friend Staccato P. First one for me, unbelievable. So much flatter, no muzzle flip compared to my Bull Ultra Light 3.5, which is a fine beauty. I wonder if that extra inch helps a lot. I'll answer this one for you. Yes, it does. That extra inch, it means a lot, you know. So it will make a big difference. And I'll leave it at that. DLD After Dark, good to see you, bro. Yes, Clint, feel free to give away one of the definition knives you got, and we will send you a replacement. All right, well, you know, let's see I got one more over here. YouTube, you saw nothing. All right, the banner covered it. You saw nothing. I did not almost grab that airsoft gun. Okay. Oh, PRI. Okay, let's see what this one is. This one is, all right, so I've got the DK1 and the co-pilot that are here. The other one I have is upstairs that I really like. I can't remember which one that was, though. So this is the DK1. Really like that. That's nice. Really attractive. Definitely like that knife a lot. There you guys go. You can see that there. All right, cool. So that's the DK1. Put that guy right back in there. And then the co-pilot I showed off a little bit ago. What time is it? 11:10. And this guy, a little bit flashier, right? A little bit flashier. There you go. How about that? Pretty attractive knives. Okay. Fuck it. You know, why not? What's the worst that could happen? So, famous last words? I hope not. All right. I'll just leave it out because why not? So we've got the Co-Pilot here, and the other one that I like is the Birdshot. It's not in the box because I have it upstairs. So there you have it. So I got too much stuff on my desk already as it is here. So I've got the Co-Pilot and the DK1. Let me see. Oh, wow. By the way, that's going way back. Normal syntax. I remember your gray Cerakote Glock 19. That's going way back. Wow. Because I still have that Glock 19, but it's not gray anymore. Let's see here. I'll get to this here in just a second. This year's best non-weapon Christmas gift to you got. By the way, Kels just texted me 1111. Are you watching, babe? I love you. There we go. All right, so Topper. This is not a drill. Drink Mark 18. Mention drink. Like a Mark 18 drink. What's that? All right. Fuck you. I have tinnitus. Better be a shirt soon. I've got a couple of different, how dare you protect your hearing, right? I got a couple of shirt ideas. One of them from what video was it? Was that with the Oracle Arms, the OA Defense 2311? I heard something, and I don't know, a buddy of mine from high school, we were going to the shooting range. He was all excited about it. And he's like, he's just a very energetic person. Aaron's his name, and we're still in touch. Awesome dude. And I'll never forget. He was just like, man, he's like, that dude just cut you off. He's like, fuck those guys. We got guns and shit. And it just stayed with us. It just stayed with me. So every now and then, like if I find myself in like a predicament, I just think I got guns and shit, dude. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of what comes to my mind. And that's what I said. So, I like that shirt. I got guns and shit. And then, yeah, F you, I got tinnitus, so there you go. That's all there is to it. Oh man. All right, cool. So what if we make it a package deal? All right. Flying Rich, DLD. One winner, both knives. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? And, both of these replica knives, YouTube, just throwing that out there. So again, we got the DK1. I gotta make sure I set these off right, or else I'll, forget. Can I set that? That looks, well, that's, there we go. And branding, am I right? So there it is. Again, one more time. I'll bring up the giveaway screen. I really like this knife. I really like the finish on that blade. This is the DK1 with the D2 steel, I believe. This is a nice knife. I really like that knife a lot. The other one, the only reason the other one is upstairs is because it's very similar to this one here. It's got that same, more of a dull finish on the blade, but it's green and less flashy. That's all there is to it. That's that. So yeah, and then the Co-Pilot, is that right? No, yes, the Co-Pilot. And then the other one I have is the Birdshot. Yeah, the Co-Pilot being, like I said, a little bit more flashy, and it is an attractive knife. Like this is probably the knife I'll wear like with my suit and all that when I'm hosting the Gundies in Vegas on the 20th. It's just got that style, you know what I mean? So there you go. Let me pull up the site really quick. And of course, if YouTube won't allow it, just do it on X. My concern is not YouTube just not allowing it, but like getting a strike or something like that. So, that's the only thing I'm a little concerned about. All right. But at the same time, whatever, you can always start another channel. Go to the recent chats. All right. Hold on. I'll get there. We are watching from DLD live. So wait, DLD's live right now? I promise you can do knives, just no pews. I pinky promise. Okay. All right, solid. So if you guys are watching, we are watching from DLD live. That's funny. Just rewound it back. Copilot swears. One winner, both knives. Dude, you're the man. I was in the other room. Is that what he said? What did I say? One wiener, both wives? No, I said one winner, but both knives. Y'all are killing me. Oh my God. All right. We're not doing the numbers thing. All right. Oh man. Well, that's just it. I think it's, like I said, I don't know right off the top of my head. God dang it. What the, okay. It says it. So D2 still says it on the blade on this one, again, being the co-pilot. All right. Probably won't be able to pick that up, but D2 still says it right there. Okay. Very cool. And I'm just going to set that. That's just going to be easier. And I think this one's D2 also. Yes, D2 tool. All right. There you go. So says it also right. It's difficult to pick up, I know, but yeah, that's just somewhat good. Okay, so there you have it. And let me pull up. I did not say one wiener, two wives. God dang it. All right. Okay. All right, let's do the knife giveaway. How about that? I'll send them out tomorrow or Thursday because tomorrow's mayhem, wedding planning and all that type of stuff, and SHOT Show planning. So I'm going to put you over there. I'm going to put you right there. So I remember you and you right there. Now I can't get confused. Perfect. All right. So we'll do the knife giveaway, and then I'll get those out most likely on Thursday for you guys, and that'll be that. All right. So let me pull up the StreamYard. Is it .com/giveaway? Here we go. Any user whose comment includes this text will be entered in the draw. Leave blank if you want to know as a user. All right, perfect, cool. All right, so the way this works, all you have to do is comment. There's nothing specific you have to comment. You just have to comment. All right, so comment something. Right now I'm up to 42. We will do it in 10 minutes. 10 minutes at 11:30. Does that work for everybody, or 5 minutes? Clint, yes, words can be hard. Okay, that's all there is to it. Knife. Comment, yo, comment. You guys are good. Scott wins. All right, I'm just kidding, Scott. There you go. You guys are perfect. I heart you from DLD. That's great. Oh man, you guys are too good. All right. I know this wasn't exactly planned, but that's some of the best, right? So there you go. It just means you got to tune in to all the live streams, because who knows what we're going to give away next, right? I would save my, half-drank bottle of 2A bourbon, but I'll save that for my OnlyFans. All right. Why does my mind go to these places? Okay, here we go. Yep, Sully, second the knife. Dale, live in Alaska. Not much shooting at the range or training, but interested in a 308 or 300 blackout. I have an older bolt action 308 and a Winchester 3030. I love them, but want to get something in an AR style frame. Well, seeing that you're in Alaska, 308 might be a little bit more your speed, just for the environment in which you live. With that being said, since we were talking about this before, have you considered 8.6? Just gonna say, you don't have to compromise. Solo Gordo, if everyone in the chat gives like $5 and Clint can buy that Gordy Oper, I'll start. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. I might do it. Don't. Oh God. It's all right. Can always ask for forgiveness. Let's see here. Moo Moo. Thank you for the super chat, all of you guys. Clint, I meet you at the opening at Hyatt's Range in North Carolina. You're a cool cat. Get your upper. Thank you. Appreciate that. And what a cool place. Really cool facility. That's awesome. Send us the winter info. We will direct ship it. Oh, that makes it easy. Cool. That's perfect. Yeah, we can do that. I'll email you guys or text you or DM you or whatever, however we contact. So there you go. Toward your upper, Clint, also, what's your favorite gun you've reviewed and why? Oh, favorite gun I've reviewed and why? Wow. Dude, that's a difficult one. All right, favorite gun I've reviewed. So all right. God, y'all make this so hard. There's still a lot I have to get to, like the mare's leg over there. I haven't actually, no, that's not true. I did do the Daniel Defense Mark 12 when I was with Classic. I will say, all right. Let me just say from more since I started the channel. All right. And I'll tell you why I'm leaning towards this gun. It's because it thoroughly surprised me that I could take this gun so easily out to 500 plus yards, suppressed lever action. The 5.56, the Henry Long Ranger, is an absolute awesome gun to shoot. And it really has taken me by surprise. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I've reviewed a lot of cool guns, especially within this last year or so. But the Henry Long Ranger really took me by surprise. The Supreme is awesome, but I haven't taken it to the distance that I have with the Long Ranger. The Supreme is cool, like very similar guns, but not, if that makes sense. The Supreme that I have is in 300 blackout, takes AR magazines, has an internal hammer, AR rotating bolt, right? Which is really cool. This external hammer, internal box magazine that is removable, but it's flush. 5.56, 18-inch barrel. Like I said, suppressed. Guys, absolute dream to shoot. It was so much fun, you know, and that's the one that really sticks out on my mind. Obviously, that Bull Armory SAS2 TAC. If I'm going to go rifle pistol, that's probably where it's at. Within recent reviews, it would take me another minute or two to think about like of all time, but the Long Ranger really impressed me, and the SAS2 TAC. Getting that gun up to 1,000 rounds was quick and easy because it's a really fun gun to shoot. Super accurate. I was able to clear that Texas Star super easy. Those are probably what I'm going to go with. All right. So there you go. All right. Let's see here. He was a penny short on the $5 here. So appreciate that. All right. Should we go ahead and do this? Everybody got their comments in? Everybody. This rabbi dude, what are you doing? Can you like not? You know what I'm saying? All right. I can't. You're on Twitch. You're on I see you elsewhere. Whatever. Okay. Knife. That's a good comment. Let me see. I want to make sure everybody's in here. We've got everybody that's commented. Look, I see that there's almost 300 of you watching right now. We've got 97 entries. All right. So make sure you guys are getting in there. Get that comment. 5 minutes. You know, let's just go ahead and do it. Should we just go ahead and do it? We're just going to go ahead and do it. All right. Again, so definition knives. We've got the Copilot and the DK1 here. So D2 tool and the DK1. Again, check it out one more time. Really attractive pocket knife, great everyday carry. I think you guys are going to really like this one. One of you is going to like both of them quite a bit. All right, there's that guy. And then the Copilot, also super attractive. This one's a little bit more elegant, a little bit more classy with that carbon fiber look. Really like the finish on everything else. There you go. Again, just really attractive. I like that a lot. So there you go. All right, cool. I'm going to go ahead and do it. You guys ready? Let me share my screen so that way you guys know I'm not playing favorites or anything, just in case somebody like, you know, Tanner or Keith wins, you know, like, you know. All right, let's do this here. Let me, present, share screen, giveaway tool, and share. All right. Y'all ready? All right, let's do this. And draw. All right. And we've got Manny R. Manny R won the 2-knife giveaway here. Quick with the rigged. That's it. It's always, you guys freaking crack me up, man. Oh my God. So winner, Manny R, just go ahead and email me at magdumpmafia@gmail.com. We'll put you through the verification, and that's that. All right. So there you have it. Sweet. He says, congratulations, man. You're going to love these knives. They're super cool. So I think you're going to like it quite a bit. And they'll be coming straight from Definition Knives, which is pretty cool, or straight from Flying Rich and DLD. So that's freaking awesome. Cool. And DLD, thank you, man, for sending these out. Let me play with them and use them. These ones obviously are still new in the box. I haven't, you know, really made them my EDC just yet. But the other one I have, the Birdshot, yeah, you'll probably see me walking around at SHOT Show with that one, and most likely this one in my suit. So there you go. Cool. All right. Now, before I forget which one's which again, go ahead and pop those away. So congratulations to you, Manny. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. Appreciate every last one of you guys. You guys are awesome. And, dude, anytime, man. We'll have to set it up next time. It's ironic, by the way. I did not mean, it's by coincidence, 100%, that I just happened to go like Magdump After Dark tonight because it's my first late night live stream. And then DLD After Dark is here also. So I love that coincidence. Okay, good. I put that in the right box. And so that was kind of funny. But no, we'll have to set one up, you know, here recently where here soon, where you're actually visible and here and we're talking and all that type of stuff. I think that would be pretty cool. So there you go. This guy, the Husky Bunch. Didn't he win the classic giveaway too? Okay, good. That's pretty funny. Oh, man. After Dark, no relation, but love me some Clint. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you as well, man. Thank you, guys. Definitely the selection was stolen. Y'all crack me up, dude. DLD needs like 40 subs to hit 5K. Yo, y'all go check out DLD After Dark. He puts on great live streams. Go subscribe. Like I said, all he needs is like another 40. And if you're not already subscribed, you should. He's a buddy of mine. Hopefully I'll see you guys at SHOT Show. And that's that. All right. So there you have it. Your 7 o'clock starts are dark here. And yeah, actually my 7 o'clock starts are dark here in New Hampshire also. So there you go. You're calling Tanner off your meds. I don't, Banshee Rider. I don't never win no knives ever. Oh my God. You guys freaking crack me up. And so there you have it. I am Shields, trying to choose between the Boyd and the Copilot. I don't have the Boyd, but the Copilot's nice. So there you go. But those late night dumps are spicy. Y'all crack me up. MF, thank you for becoming a monthly member. Greatly appreciate that. And thank you all for, just thank you guys for being a part of this and being here and hanging out with me this evening. It's always really cool to see you guys and just chat for a little bit. All right, cool. You just want to win that Rostic giveaway. X marks the spot. Good to see you. I think you guys are going to like it, because if y'all know me, it's not going to be just the Rostic. All right. It's not going to be just RA. So just, all right. Cool. You'll see me do, once I hit 100K, I'll actually probably film with the setup I have in mind at some point, probably when I get around 90, 95K or so. So that way the video, the moment I hit 100K, I'm going to drop the video. It'll be a review of the gun, and I will title it, something like 100K review. Right. And then I'll go live that night and throw in some whatever, and the winner of that will actually, have to send over FFL information and things like that. But yeah, so there you go. That'll be pretty fun, I think. So look forward to that once we hit 100K. And again, thank you to Rostic Arms for, being supporters and everything that they're doing for the community also. It's freaking cool, man. And thank you again, DLD After Dark, for throwing in the knives for a couple of winners, or a winner tonight for Man AR here. So that's really freaking cool. So there you go, man. So thank you guys. All right. And with that, we're at 11:30 now. I'm going to go ahead and go to bed, man. My kids were kids today. All right. I was in the playpen with them, just trying to get them to quit beating up on each other and just beat up on dad. And it worked. My son has got this thing now where he likes to try to poke me in the eye. Thankfully, he hasn't been trying to do that to his sister. So I've been trying to keep him from doing that. So I've got him squeezing my nose instead. And when he does that, I just go, I make like a honking sound. And now they both find that to be hilarious. So he's gone from poking my eye to squeezing my nose, which I prefer because I like my eyeballs. So there you go. All right. Man. So yeah, I'm ready to go take a nap, because that's pretty much what it is until one of them wakes up. So, oh man. Yes, they are at 1.5 years now. So it's freaking awesome, dude. And me and Kels, March 9th is our date. Really looking forward to that, because she'll be Mrs. Magdump. Right now, she's just future Mrs. Magdump. All right. So, her and I are both really excited, and yeah, maybe we'll live stream the wedding so you guys could pretty much be there, because I feel like you're all family anyway. I think that'd be a good time, so there you go. Oh man. All right, couple more and then I'm getting out of here, guys. Shem04, can't believe you're not in the 1 million subscribers since you're the one that built Classic Firearms channel. Wow. Well, thank you, I really appreciate that. One day we'll see if if the YouTube route is still like, the way I want to go. It's fun, and my favorite content to make is actually the live streams, because it's legitimately just here hanging out. And I'm really looking forward to starting the Patreon live streams here very, very soon. Sorry, I haven't done that just yet, but that'll be happening very soon. And that's going to be like a conference, right? So we're going to share the screen with each other. We're just going to sit, joke, and talk, and just have a good time with it. So that'll be really fun. But yes, and it still took a big Ben to make it happen. Ben started Classic, and I'm still in touch with Ben. I love that man. He's just a fantastic guy. He's also a good boss, and so that's that. All right. So I'll leave it off there, guys. I'll appreciate all of y'all. Adam saying you'll get 1 million subs, give it 3 years. I don't know. That seems ambitious, but we'll see. All right. We'll see. And also, sweaty vid, that's rude. I actually didn't mean to click on that comment, but it popped up. What I meant to click on was get Alec on here, because he said he would. I just got to hold him to it. All right. So, all right, guys, I'll leave it off there. God bless you all. Thank you again for tuning in. Thank you all for being here and a part of this and helping me grow and getting your feedback and everything else too. It's freaking cool. So thank you all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all stay safe out there. Stay strapped. Keep your head on a swivel. And I will see y'all on the next one.